Hey guys, thanks for coming and checking out my video. Today I want to start talking to you about really what I'm trying to do with this channel. This is the Let's Talk Health channel. And the reason I started this one, I have another YouTube and it's kind of just for a lot of random things. On this channel I really want to stay focused really only on health, healthy eating, healthy lifestyles, and it's going to be a little bit different than some of the other maybe simpler YouTube channels that are kind of for everybody. This channel is going to be a little bit more for people who need a bigger change with health. There's a lot of great channels out there with a lot of basic info on how you can eat a little bit healthier, cook at home, not have quite as much, junk food and all these kinds of things, which is all great for a normal person. But my wife and I have changed over to something much more extreme. To kind of give you a little bit of background, I've had different kinds of gut problems my whole life. I remember talking to my parents when I was 5 years old saying, I didn't know how to explain it, but I was actually having acid reflux. I would tell them I threw up a little bit. And they would say, what? No, you didn't. And I didn't know how to explain it even. I was so young. So I had GERD, irritable bowel syndrome for my whole life up until about 9 months ago. 9 months ago, my wife and I made a huge change with our own health. And what we did was we did a sort of detox program through my work. I'm a chiropractor. I work at Advanced Health, and a detox, it kind of means a lot of things to a lot of people. Essentially, it's like an elimination diet that we did. And the elimination diet that we did, it cut out a lot of things. And when I say a lot of things, let me just kind of name off as many as I can think of. It cut out all wheat. That's a big one. All wheat. All sugar, any added sugars, any added sweeteners at all, which included any table sugar, any corn syrup, anything like that. I didn't even, maple syrup, even honey. I cut a lot of those things out too. And we also cut out potatoes, tomatoes, anything in the nightshade family, which also includes eggplant. We cut out, what are some of the other ones? Corn, nuts, seeds. There are eggs. So, and you wonder why. Eggs are one of the healthiest foods on the planet. Yes, they are. They're very healthy, and I eat them every morning. I had several this morning. The reason is because you can have there are a lot of people who can have allergies to these things. And what you have to do is you have to cut all these foods out, and at the end of 4 weeks, you start to add those foods back in, one at a time. So what you do is you call it a challenge. So for 1 day, you'll add one of those foods back in. After 4 weeks, you've cut all these foods out, you add the eggs back in, and you see if you have any reaction to it. And if you feel fine, you wait those 3 days, and if you still feel fine, you then say, okay, that's checked off the list. Eggs are good. And then you still cut them back out, but then you go on to the next food. And you'll add back in, tomatoes, potatoes, and you'll start to try some of those different things. And every 3 days, you'll add in one food, try it out, see how you do with it, and then you cut it back out. We had some really significant results when we did that. First of all, I've been feeling great, better than I have ever in my life. And when we added some of those foods back in, I noticed that there are some really big changes. So for example, when I added back in wheat, I wanted to see, hey, how much does this really affect me? So I didn't have like a big pasta dinner. All I had was a small little bit of pasta. I had nothing on it except, actually no, I don't think I even had anything on it. So what I did was I had a little bit of pasta with nothing on it. I ate it. Within 2 hours, I already started to feel like I had a cold. And that was my body reacting to it. It's just like the dripping in the back of my throat, started feeling scratchy, and then the gut. And I was in the bathroom, I was feeling terrible. So for the next 2 days after that, I was just feeling terrible, all from a small little bowl of pasta. And I had already done all the blood work. I've had every test. They've always said I didn't have any problem with gluten based on blood work, based on they've put scopes. They've done every test. They've put scopes in every hole I have, and believe me, I've done it all to figure out what this problem is for me. I've dealt with this for a long time, and when I cut out some of these certain foods, I realized that these foods were really what's causing a lot of the inflammation in me. So really what I wanted to do with this channel is kind of let people know that there is a way to get a hold of your health, and it's not necessarily easy, but it's worth it. And my wife, she wonders how I have such an easy time avoiding everything. She might get a little bit of a headache, or her skin might break out if she cheats a little bit and has something she shouldn't have. And for me, I've been 100% just committed and no cheating for these 9 months. And she wonders how I can do it. And it's because of what I've been through for all my life, and the way I can feel so good now, it's just so worth it to me. And so I know that there's a lot of people out there who deal with IBS, who deal with acid reflux, GERD, all these things. And so I want to be able to talk to the kinds of people who want to make drastic changes to their health. And it's more than possible. It's doable. It's something that you can control. And well, to what extent it is caused by your diet, you can control it. And there are limitations for everybody. Everyone's a little different. And what I want to do is just give some general information with this channel, give some encouragement to let you know that there is hope. I didn't have any hope before, and I went to school to be a chiropractor. I learned a lot about nutrition. I even met Dr. Cordain himself, who did the Wheat Belly book, all that research. And it's not until I experienced it and just forgot about all the blood tests, forgot about all those things, and really decided to try it for myself. Eat a healthy diet, completely clear of all these possible, things that you could be allergic to, all these possible allergens. Once I cut those things out, that was when I actually was able to really tell the difference. So I really want to encourage everybody with this channel and give people some information to help guide them. Obviously, this is not me diagnosing you and treating you with anything, so don't take it as such. Don't try and sue me for that. I'm just trying to help. I want to give some general information, and you're going to have to talk with your doctor specifically before you go and make any changes, but I hope that this can at least help guide you into making some of those better choices. All right, guys, I hope to talk to you again soon and get a little bit more specifics and talk a little bit more about that soon. So if you're interested in those kinds of things, please subscribe to this channel. There will be more to come. Thanks.